Hi everyone, and welcome back to K-Tapes. This week we have a couple of tapes. Those tapes were purchased last month, so the entire month of January and let's say the month of February, as it is, it's been very quiet. I went back to Seoul maybe once or twice, and I couldn't find anything really interesting, and that's the reason I'm making a video. No, the reason is everything I purchased, because I have a few tapes right here, those were bought all online, maybe except maybe one. No, they were all purchased online because nothing came up in Seoul. So yeah, that's about it. But I have some really good stuff to show you today. And this is not a clickbait. What you see in the title, that it's probably the best catch of 2021, it's no joke. So let's start with some games for a change. So I have this game here. Actually, I had this one in a box somewhere. I didn't buy this one. I had it for I don't know, years, and it was just in a box, and I just found it. I'm like, oh my God, I have one or two Korean games. So this is Rainbow Six Rogue Spear. Came out early 2000, I believe. I should have checked that. I think it says 2002 right here. It's a bit small to see, but yeah, it's 2002. This is obviously an original. Well, there's a bit of damage here, but not too bad. So by Ubisoft. I won't pronounce it with the English accent because that's just terrible. It's Ubisoft, not Ubisoft, but Ubisoft. It's a French company. And it was released by this called Red Storm. So that's the Korean company that released it in Korea. It's 2 discs. I checked inside, and it has a map in Seoul, I believe. So inside it's really cool. You have all the information with the keyboard, what is what, go up, down, shoot, reload, and so on. So really fun. Anyway, 2002 PC game. I have another game. This one was also in one of my boxes among other CDs. I guess it's a Korean-made DDR clone. So yeah, you have DDR here, but this is I think this is just a rip-off. But it was made by a Korean company. It says SE Entertainment right here. So yeah, that's a Korean company. You have their information right there. So this is a old Windows 95, Windows 98 PC game. Again, is there a date? I didn't check if there was a date, but I would assume that this is also very late 90s, 99 or early 2000s, so maybe up to 2002 or 3 maximum. So DDR rip-off. If I do find the original name, I will put it down here. Okay, next. So the first tape we have this week is KK and the Family. So this is a Korean film, I believe, if I'm correct, because it's been a while. I bought that years ago. It kept popping up, and I just turned it down. I'm nah, I have a copy already, and it didn't interest many people. So for selling, it wasn't something that great. Although it starts to be a bit hard to find, so I saw a copy of it and I just snatched it. This film is, as you can see, a gangster film, action, guns, whatnot. And if I do remember, it features the Korean Charles Bronson, Bobby Kim. So I believe that was perhaps Bobby Kim's last Korean role in a Korean film. So there you have it. Fairly decent copy, I must say. So yeah, KK and the Family. Next one, this one I wasn't sure if I should have kept it or not, but I did a bit of research and noticed it was a thriller horror film made for TV. It's called Fade to Black. I don't think there's any famous actors in that. Maybe there's one actor, one actress. can't recall. Nothing too fancy. I mean, the spine is not too good. As you can see, there's a lot of sun fade. There was a sticker here, so yeah, you can tell. But yeah, it's not something you see very often. Not that I'm looking for that. But made for TV horror film from, I believe, 1993 or 1992. I think it's 1993. Anyway, yeah, I just picked it up. If it interests someone, I'll be more than glad to sell it. So yeah, you have it there. Fade to black. Okay, next, as you know, it wouldn't be complete without one erotica. So I picked this one up. It's just like your typical Korean erotica. I'm just hiding. Whoops. Yeah, because this one has like some horror elements, such as the knife here and some kind of S&M going on. I don't know. Looks, I wouldn't say it looks fun. I'll just say it looks unique. I mean, not the kind of mix you have usually in your usual erotica. So yeah. And now down to some really good stuff. Right here I have a movie called The Other Kind of Death Penalty. This movie is it's a Korean and Taiwanese co-production. This film is very hard to find. I only found one copy in the past. Sold it to one collector in Germany, if I recall. The other copy was a bit nicer. I mean, the tape on this one is good. The sleeve looked better on the other copy, although it's still okay. So yeah, and there's a little story I can tell you about this movie, because yeah, the director is Korean, and it came to my attention from a friend of mine that actually knows the director of this film, and he told me that the director himself didn't have a copy of the film. So back then, I would say a year or two ago, when I had the other copy, I made a copy for the director. I mean, I sent it to my friend and he sent it to the director. So now he has a copy of his film because he didn't have one. And the reason it's kind of like he didn't have one is actually this film in Korea is quite hard to find. And I think one website had it for sale for like $100. That was like, I don't know, a couple of years ago, but obviously because Korean websites, they post stuff and they actually, when they sell things, they don't remove it from the site, so it still appears, but it's sold out. So anyway, on that website I'm talking about, the movie used to be there, and it was $100, and it's still there, but it's sold out. So I do have a copy. I'm really happy about this one. And I had to put up a fight online to get this one because it was on an auction site. Okay, the next one, this is huge, ladies and gentlemen. This is very big. This is a movie by Amir Shervan. I hope I pronounce it properly. This is the director of Samurai Cop, who did this film. And it's one of the 4 movies that are so far available in Korea. So there's this one called Young Rebels. There's also Samurai Cop, there's Hollywood Cop, and Killing American Style. So those are the 4 movies by Amir Shervan that you can find in South Korea. But this one is by far the hardest of the 4 to find. Why? I don't know, but it's really, really hard. And actually, it's the first time I do find this tape in Korea, and I've been here for like over 15 years. First time I see it, so when I saw it, I grabbed it. Well, I couldn't say I grabbed it because it was auctioned, so I had to put up a fight to get it. It was hard to get, but I managed to win. By the way, yeah, this tape went for some big money online, so I had to bid quite much. But thankfully, it's already been sold to someone, so I hope it finds a good home. I'm very glad about that, because the person who bought it is a very big collector of the movies by Amir Shervan. So what can I say more about this tape? It's in very good shape. I mean, it has a bit of damage here, but that's just throughout the years. But I mean, what can you expect? You know, it's a 1990 tape. But other than that, it's in top shape. I mean, this is just a plastic here. The spine is very good, unfaded. The tape looks good. I mean, it's a beautiful copy. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this, to be honest. Because if I ever find another copy of this, I doubt it. But if I do, it won't be in that condition. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, this was a huge find. And this is what I think is perhaps one of the biggest, if not the biggest find of 2021. I don't know. I mean, I can always be surprised, but so far this is really hard to beat. Really, really hard to beat. Okay, the next one, I'm just gonna put up some photos right here because I sold the tape already and it's already in the mail, it's gone. So I purchased that one a couple, like maybe a month ago, sold it a week ago. I mean, I forgot to make a video, but I have some pictures to show you. So this movie is called The Glass Ceiling. It's a giallo, and it's very hard to find. The last time I had a copy of this was perhaps like, I don't know, I think it was maybe 5 years ago or something, or 4 years ago. And it wasn't like a very good looking copy. I mean, it was all sun faded on the spine and so on. But the copy I managed to track down is actually very good looking for like high-end collectors. So yeah, there's a bit of sun fade, of course, because I mean, that tape was very old. I think it's 1984 or 1985-ish. So it's perhaps my best copy I've ever found. Not perhaps, it is the best copy I've ever found. So anyway, it went to someone in Ireland, I believe. Okay, so yeah, that's it, guys. So those are the films I got this week for you. I mean, not this week, but from the past months with those 2 games. So I hope to find more stuff. I mean, I keep looking online. I don't know when I'm gonna go back to Seoul, because these days I'm gonna have to start working again very soon, so I won't have as much time to go to Seoul, but I think I'll wait a bit because recently there wasn't much. I mean, for the past 2 months, there wasn't anything good in Seoul. So if you see me posting more new tapes, they'll probably be from online sellers. I mean, so far it's been good, so I'll keep looking. Yeah, and let's hope something beats up this tape. So this is the this is the mark for this 2021, for this year. Young Rebels. It's very hard to beat this. So thank you again, guys. If you like the video, please put a like, leave a comment if there's anything you would like to know about these tapes or more. And I'll catch you on the next one.